Graham with Gray here with one of my favorite old collections of Bibles here. This one is from, let's see here, what was like 1907. And while this, is a comprised one, it's quite good because it's one of the ones that would be very common in early America that would later, develop into a lot of others. And as you can see, it's kind of limited edition, not too many printed. And the thing I really like about this one is that it's simple. And as we're going to see, the only thing that I personally, as a radical mystic Jew, is I believe in really the only first page. And you're gonna understand why when I go through it here, because even in this one, meant for Christians, it really explains it, because it basically explains that, the Big Bang happened, and God isn't one thing. It's basically that form of creation. And we're going to show some really interesting things here that also link the Jewish tradition and the worship of Yahweh with cannabis, because that's one of the greatest things that they ever gave us. So one of my favorite little things that will go here is, all right, let's see here. Now, a lot of people think that the be fruitful and multiply is for the people, but listen to this. God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the willing creature that moveth. Wow, that's kind of hard to read. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply on the earth. And the evening and the morning and the waters, and the fifth day. And let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping things, the beast, and the earth after its kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after theirs, and every living thing that creepeth. And God said, that was good. And now here's the really important part, because again, this is about the people. And God said, let us make man in our image. Now that's one of the funny things, because that's, polytheistic. Our is one of the only words that seems to stay in all the translations. After our likeness. As another being, people think they think it's like aliens and all this. No, personally, it's the act of creation. And let them have domain over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing. And domain doesn't mean control. That just means like we can handle all of that. So God created man in his image, and in the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. So here we have to remember that in the first page, there's no Adam, there's no Eve, and number 27 comes up a lot because it's a good one. So here we have, so God created man in his own image, and remember, man is human, that's not gendered. Male and female created them, same time, okay? Not one over the other. And God blessed them, and God said to replenish the earth and subdue it. Now this is more of a Christian one. You're not really subdue, but you're supposed to understand it. And have dominion over all the things, and then move upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I've given you every living herb bearing seed, cannabis, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, and the tree, the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. Now that's important because there's this whole thing about what if you're supposed to eat. And if you eat of the seeds, then you don't really hurt the thing. Let's see if I can get back to where that was here. And here's the important part. Is the fruit of the tree yielding seed? To you it shall be for meat. Now what? Okay, again, cannabis. You don't really have to eat a lot of meat if you just eat shelled hemp seed hearts. They give you basically everything. So a lot of people think this says go vegetarian. No, it's just different saying you don't have to eat meat. You can survive on other things, especially in the desert. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl and all that stuff that creepeth, I've given you every green herb. For meat, again, so here we have, I've given you every green herb for meat. And it is so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was good. In the evening, in the morning, and the sixth day. So basically, here we have, right off the bat, that you could pretty much just survive off of veggies and hemp, because you can make everything, have the fuel, all that. And this is really important because the ancient Israelites did burn cannabis in one of the original shrines for Yahweh, as one of the greatest things. And they did come out of Egypt for a while, and Egypt has a long history of cannabis. They did it more for reeds and rope and stuff, as opposed to India and Pakistan, that was more for the hashish, which the ancient Israelites were burning. If you don't believe me, just look up the dig site Tel Arad. And yeah, this is a really fun one. It's been quite interesting. This is the first time I read it. And now everything past this page, to me, is complete BS. This is all man. But this page all makes sense. I mean, this basically just describes the Big Bang. And then God's like, yo, here we are. All right, this is what you got. And I've given you all you need if you just don't poison the earth and travel around and use it as you should. That's why I consider myself Jewish, and this is the best of it, because there's no need for a noun God here. There's just the action of doing good things. And I hope you enjoyed that.